What is going on, guys? Neo here, bringing you some more TF2 gameplay commentary. This time, we're playing some more King of the Hill on Nucleus, which is probably one of my least favorite maps. I know, I'm sorry to all the haters who love Nucleus, but I just don't like it. I think it's just so... I don't know, I can't really describe why I don't like it. I just don't like the way it plays. At least, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm sure some people love this map and can do amazing on it, but I just can't. And so, yes, this gameplay is pretty mediocre, but I think that might be because I'm using a pretty weird setup. You guys voted for Scout a lot on the last video, so that's what I'm here to bring you, some Scout gameplay. And then a couple of you guys went as far as to say that you wanted to see some Force of Nature Scout, which I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I don't really like the Force of Nature that much, but, you know, I used to like it a lot back in the day, so I thought, you know, might as well try it again, see what happens. And so another guy went and said that he wanted the Force of Nature with the Atomizer, and I was like, oh, okay. So yesterday, as you know, there was no video yesterday, but yesterday I was playing and I had the Force of Nature with the pistol and the Atomizer, and I was just getting into all these freaking like pro lobbies. I swear to God, I'm not good, okay? And it's like, I mean, I know it doesn't really have matchmaking, but I'm getting in these games where these guys are they're coordinated. They're basically a clan, and man, their sweatbands run so tight. And if you don't know what that means, when I say, and I should not have just run right at the sniper like that. I should have either went to the left and double jumped or triple jumped, which I will do later so I can avoid them. But if you don't know what sweatbanding means, it's just like when you're sweating so hard at playing a video game that you need a sweatband because you're trying so hard. You feel me? So yeah, they were really trying pretty hard. Which I'm not really trying to make fun of them when I say sweatbanding. I'm just... Okay, this is weird. Anyway, I'm using what is quite possibly the weirdest setup and probably the stupidest setup ever. You know, I got the Force of Nature, that's alright, and I got the Atomizer, which is, you know, cool because you can triple jump, but that's all it's good for. I actually get a couple kills with it, but what its main purpose is there is to is so you can triple jump. And this was definitely a spy. I don't know why he was disguised as one of his own members of his team. I mean, I get why people do that, but I just don't really see the point of it. Like, I mean, I get people who do it with the Dead Ringer, but not just without it and just running randomly. But my secondary is... Oh, I went back to the store. The guy said I could use any pistol I wanted. So I tried it with the regular pistol. You know, the guys were trying really hard, and I suck, so I couldn't, you know, get any kills and do well. And then so I tried with Pretty Boy's pocket pistol because I said maybe with the extra health I can do better. Well, no, actually I couldn't. So in class today, while I was at school, I was like, okay, so what could I use? Because I knew that I wanted to get this gameplay for you guys because that's what you voted up. So I was like, okay, what is the other secondaries? Okay, there's the Bonk, the Criticola. There is the oh god, is that it? The two pistols? No, the Mad Milk. Which I was thinking about using, but with the Force of Nature, you only get 2 shots, so you wouldn't really be gaining that much health back. Especially because I miss a lot with the Force of Nature. I'm so out of practice with it, and I needed the scatter gun. But you guys voted for the Force of Nature, so yeah. Okay, so there was the Mad Milk, the Criticola, the Bonk, the 2 pistols, and I feel like there's more. I don't know what, but there's the first game. We win. I top score. I don't really know how. But the second game, I get in the top 3, but it's not really that interesting. What is it? Okay, my screen just like lagged crazy. I hope it didn't for you guys. But I started this game kind of late. I had to go do something, so that's why it's starting like right before, or you know, not right before, but and not in the middle. So I started a little bit late. Okay, so anyway, so I was like, okay, so I don't really want to use Bonk. I think it's useful, but only in certain times. So it said, okay, I haven't really tried out the Criticola. Why don't I try it out? Now, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, cool, you know, it might be interesting and it might be good. But why would I use a Criticola if I'm using the Force of Nature? Because technically, that's just a soda popper. I'm using 2 weapons, but if I just use one, I could have an extra melee. I could have another secondary. Because if you don't know what the soda popper is, it's just like the Force of Nature, you know, it's double barrel. It doesn't have as much spread as the Force of Nature, or more like bullets per shot, I think. but you know, that's not a big difference. And then it's just the Force of Nature with Criticola. Like, that's how you craft it. I'm pretty sure. It might be, no, I'm pretty sure it's with Criticola. So why would I use this when I could just use one weapon to technically use both of them? But whatever, because I think what I actually thought Criticola was like crits, like actual crits, not mini crits. Because what Criticola does is it gives you mini crits and you run 25% faster. So it is really good when you're trying to get to a place, but then again, it's not really good because you also take mini crits. I don't really get that whole function, because I think that if you just did mini crits and moved faster, I think it would be more balanced. Now I know that's kind of shocking, but nobody uses it because you just die instantly with it. Like this soldier, he just, oh, well, I don't have it out right now, but also here's a freaking auto aim pyro. I think the pyro, at least the flame, needs to get a little bit nerfed because it's like magnetic. Okay, I don't know if you've seen that, but like he fires it and then it just like keeps on traveling even though the animation has gone away, and it just keeps traveling and hits you. So right here, like, it seems like I die a lot, and I actually do die a lot, but apparently I still do third on my team. So yeah, I don't know. This is like the only other good game that I had, the only other decent game that I had. So yeah, I mean, you guys wanted it. I didn't, like, I have to do my homework soon. I had an in-car today, and that's what the other thing I wanted to talk about was. I forget if I was talking about something else, so I don't really know. I always lose track of what I'm talking about. But anyway, I had an in-car today, and I had another girl with me. Wasn't as attractive, but that's besides the point. She was on her highway drive, and she did pretty good on the highway. She got on and stuff pretty good, and she, like, riding in it, she did, like, good. But getting off, man, she had a problem with braking too late. It was freaky because we were going onto the off-ramp, and you know how, like, cars are parked at the light because it's usually red? And so she's going, like, you know, 50 miles an hour going onto the on-ramp, and she's braking at, like, the last second possible. She almost hit somebody, so it was kind of freaky. But then it was my turn, and it was the same guy that I had last time. So that was pretty cool because he's a cool guy, but I didn't really do so well in my opinion. I did okay at, like, driving. I mean, like, I have good control of the car, he said, but the car that I was driving was really weird because it's a Golf. I don't know, they just call it the Golf, and the pedal is so just weird because you don't, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's so light. It's as if you don't even know that you're hitting the pedal. So I think I'm hitting the pedal, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I am. So I'm looking at the miles per hour, and it's like it's going up. So I'm like, okay. So it was kind of freaky in that regards because I didn't really know if I was hitting the gas pedal or not entirely. And then also the brakes were really squeaky. So whenever you would brake, it would just be really squeaky. So that was annoying. But I did okay at, like, the driving itself. But he knew that I had some problems with reversing and maneuverability. It's only my second drive, so he doesn't expect me to be, like, you know, great. But so we went and we practiced reversing, which I completely sucked at because I didn't really know what he wanted me to look at with the mirrors and stuff. He tried to explain it to me, but I just couldn't really follow him, so that wasn't that good. But also maneuverability, I did it on the second try on the first drive, but then I just couldn't do it because I don't know, he's just weird, sort of. I mean, he's a nice guy and he's a good instructor, but when he, like, his explaining wasn't very good, as mine is not right now. So yeah, I'm using this setup. It's definitely not very good. Don't use the Criticola with the Force of Nature. Use a soda popper, or just use the scattergun in the Criticola. I think that would have been a much better option. Also, the atomizer is just good for its second use. But that's basically all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. The game's winding down. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. I know it's not one of my best gameplays ever, and I apologize for that, but it's 9 o'clock. I had my drive today, so I couldn't really record right after school. I came home at like 5:30-ish, and so I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I watched some YouTube videos and then ate dinner, and then I tried to get a game, and that took me like an hour. So these two games were like in an hour, and they could have been better, but I just have to do some homework. But tomorrow is my last day of school for the week, and so that means more videos this weekend. Alright, see you guys then. Bye. Don't forget to leave a comment on what class you want me to play as for the next video. Okay, bye.